Oh my lordy, welcome back everybody. Holy shit. Wow, we got a lot to talk about today. First off, what a coincidence that I brought up just yesterday about, you know, that my little misadventures here and there on Discord, only to find out today, Discord literally shat themselves just right there on the spot. They were supposed to have like a speech, you know, where they were like, you know, toasting to a glorious 2026. But instead, they literally just like pissed themselves to death. They're just like, oh no, my dick hole, I didn't shut it. I didn't take a bathroom break like I should have. And then it's just all over the fucking floor. Gone. Poor bastards. Yeah, in case anybody's even remotely wondering, if Discord continues down its path of whatever nonsense it's doing currently, it might no longer just be a platform for talking to your pals while playing games, or finding privated communities, you know, talking about their lovely shit as usual. It might just be a platform that scrapes your information and tracks every little thing that you do, from conversations to current activities, to sell to the highest bidder, so that they can just sell you commercialed garbage because you talked about it for like 2 seconds. But yeah, at the moment, there's just so much controversy surrounding about it. There are already like a quadrillion other YouTubers who have also spoken about it. So I am no one new. Obviously, I'm just slop telling you in advance. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Other than that, like, welcome one and all. We're starting way later than usual, and it is going to be kind of a short day today, so I'm very sorry. I am definitely scraping and ruining my sleep schedule as a result of all of this, so I apologize dearly to everybody. But yes. Also, I completely avoided, or not really even avoided, I completely forgot that Tavros did this, and it kind of, you know the reason why I don't like him, but just kind of spaced it off. If anybody saw from the last video, Tavros totally killed his fucking, he killed his Lucis by just running it over with his fucking wheelchair. Or his four-wheel device, as they say. Funny. He killed his own Lucis by complete accident through his own incompetence. Absolute insanity. But yes, you stand in your room on a healthy pair of legs and in a plucky little outfit. You are the low-level boy Skylark, and you yield an inexpensive dagger lance, which is the closest thing to a jousting lance you can yield that is still compatible with your favorite class. But you could tell, by the way, just from like looking back in his bedroom to like now, like what it was then versus now, it's so strange. Also, is that supposed to be his desk or his bed? It's definitely his desk. It looked like a bed. My brain was thinking bed. Honestly, this will be like the only time that Tavros actually gets any sympathy. Because everything that happens after this, he just shits the bed super hard. He just shits it super hard for everything. Like, all of this gets completely underclassed. Or not underclassed, undermined by his own hands. It's kind of crazy, too. But yeah. Which is the closest thing to a jousting lance. Yeah, okay, we already read that, sorry. You are about to play a popular game called Flarp, which, unlike most games published by major developers, was given a graceful and aesthetically pleasing name. It's a title under an extreme role-playing genre. And playing it without caution can have serious real-world consequences. But that's what makes it fun. When you activate Flarp's Grub, the campaign program for tonight will begin. Team Charge will duel Team Scourge as usual. This is going to be great! Tavros, contact fellow Team Charge member. Oh, boy. Yeah. Ugh. Forgot. The problem is I can't fluctuate my voice enough to make him sound, in my own opinion, I can't make him sound any more, like, enthusiastic for being so pussy-ish, but we could try. I'm gonna try eating while I'm doing this too, so just, like, hold on a minute. Is it aforementioned? I wonder if it's ever mentioned if Tinkerbell is actually, like, telepathic. Because I know he can talk later. Like when he's a Lucis, or not Lucis, but when he's a Colonel Sprite. But I don't know if he could ever talk. Unless it was, like, something that Tavros, like, did on purpose to, like, hear him. But either way, I wonder what the fuck, are those like supposed to be pearls or what the hell are those? Anyways. Aradia, my grub is laying now, so I'll be ready soon. Cool, mine too. I don't know where Terezi is though. She's running late. Oh, should we wait? No. I'll be here clouding her campaign for her regardless, with or without her. Her loss if she doesn't make it. It'll give you a chance to gain some ground. Okay. You picked up a tough class, Tavros. None of the real useful combat abilities come into play until you reach a very high level, but I suppose it will be rewarding when you get there. Also, okay, yeah, it is. Alright, making sure. Had to double check there. Yeah, I think you're right, but it's the class I think is the most fun, and battle skill is not all there is to being a great adventurer. I couldn't agree more. You might be the only Flarper in the world who really understands the true spirit of the game. Everyone else is so aggressive and treasure hungry, but that's what makes beating them all the more satisfying. Yeah, I guess. Remember, your Clouder isn't going to be pulling any punches tonight. Don't fall for her mind games. I'll be here to assist, of course. If you're in trouble, don't hesitate to ask for help. Yeah, I won't. Thanks, Aradia. No problem. Tavros, hatch campaign. So they were just eggs. That's cool. Your campaign's gaming flapstractions. Hatch out of their eggs. These comprise of all the data and procedures you will need for your adventure tonight. They disperse throughout the terrain surrounding your hive. They follow both pre-programmed and live instructions from your Clouder, a member of Team Scourge whose role is to provide you with a challenging scenario, while your teammate does all the same for Scourge's other players. Tavros, go outside and begin an adventure. You take your starting position in the field. The game is afoot, and anything could happen now. It's up to you to consult your maps and work with your teammates to discover the object, or the objective to the quest. Find treasure and slay monsters. Your stat bat is bonded with you. This keeps track of every attribute for your character, including vitals. I thought they were gonna go in depth. Yeah, including vitals. While these attributes in principle remain abstractions, due to the fact that this is extreme role-playing, they will always relate in some way to your real-life attributes as well. You've got to be careful out there. A little later. Well? Hey, boy Skytard, are you going to just stand here all night? Make your move! Make your move! Make your move! I just think these monsters are too strong. Sorry, but they don't seem appropriate for this campaign. Weak! Weaky! Weak! Weaky? Is that a real thing to say? Yes! Your blatant excuse making the weakest lame that ever shit the coward bed! Roll your dice! Make your move! Advance or abscond! I can't abscond. There's no absconding place. But absconding is what you do best. And I ain't managed to cloud a scenario you couldn't squawk out of in a blazy trail of cluckbeast feathers. You cannot hope to beat Tavros Nitrum in an abscondoff. Abscondoff. He is simply the best there is. That sounds flattering, theoretically. But I don't think... Hey, pipe down! Make your move! Advance or abscond! Advance or abscond! Roll, Tavros, roll! Okay, hold on for one moment. Radia, hey, are you there? Hey, Terezi, I have a problem. No one can help you, Tavros. Okay. Time to decide. Where is everybody? What does that have to do with your present cowardice? I don't know. Probably nothing. Are you going to roll? No, I can't. Why not? Because I was thinking about the numbers and it's impossible for there to be a favorable outcome, no matter what the dice do. So you give up? Yeah, maybe. Why not roll to make it official? Why would you want to cheapskate me out of bonuses like that? It's so thoughtless. I am going to have to take matters into my own hands to make your move for you. I thought you couldn't use your powers. I mean, real life powers, not game ones. It's against the rules. But if you are going to break the rules and refuse to roll, what choice do I have? I hate that it had to come to this, but what can I do? Tavros. Have I mentioned how cute you look in that plucky little outfit? Why, if I didn't know better, I'd say I was playing with Pupa Pan himself. Isn't that what you want, Tavros? To be like Pupa? Of course you do. What boy wouldn't want to be like Pupa? So dashing and brave. He is everything you are not. For one thing, he can fly. Do you want to fly, Tavros? Have you ever tried to fly? I bet you haven't. How about we take to the skies, Pupa? Oh, you like that idea, Pupa. Yes, you do, don't you? I can feel it in your simple, malleable brain. You want to fly so bad. Fly, Pupa, fly! Fucking dumbass! And I'm not gonna keep laughing. But yeah, you get the point. Adios, Toria, dumbass. Wink.
He just jumped me off a cliff. My brain and my legs. Also, now they feel invisible. Wow, I'm not sure there's a better way to say that. Anyway, that's all there really is to report on the subject of me getting hurt. Hey, asshole! Stop playing games for girls!
Thank you, Carcat. Just beautiful. Back in the present. But not too far into the present. Right around this moment with Carcat and the toilet during a conversation we have already read, which ended like this.
Oh boy, you need to get with the program, Carcat.
Have you talked to AA, or 44? Have you talked to AA? 44 what? Apocalypse Arisen. Sorry, no, of course, I'm not going to, we've already read this, we're moving on. Psst. Hey, brave leader.
Oh my god, why are you talking to me?
Can I join your team?
Yes, I'm glad you asked, because there is a wide open slot for the most vile, backstabbing sociopath who ever lived. You really helped me out of a jam by stepping forward.
Vile, backstabbing, sociopath, Carcat. Did you copy and paste that phrase directly from your personal ad describing what you are looking for in a lady?
More cagey cutesy bullshit. Like I'm not up to my lobe stem with that already, having to deal with Terezi. You both must have been insufferable when you were on when you were on a team. Your opponents probably all just tried to commit suicide after a few minutes of putting up with your fangy grin to drivel. That's probably how it all went down when the shit hit that thresher.
I was about to say ban. That's not a bad guess, but man, Carcat, you're sure giving me a hard time. I don't see how we're supposed to be I don't see how we're supposed to be becoming friends if you recall from Olive Branch like I'm twitching a mummified bovine phallus in your direction.
Becoming friends? What the fuck? We were never, so we'll never be friends, moron.
Not even hate friends?
No, more like twitchy-eyed projectile vomiting in utter disgust friends, while I perforate my bone bulge with a culling fork.
Yes, I'll take it.
Get lost.
Anyway, I was just joking about wanting to be on your team. I'm already on the blue team.
Oh! Oh, really? Wait, let me count 8 of these things. Hold on. Question mark, 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 question mark. There! I am now an enormous tool forever.
Yes, Radia and I have an arrangement. We will be co-leaders. But really, I'll be the leader. Shh, don't tell anyone. What do you think, Carcat? Can you take on 2 dangerous ladies at once?
Yawn.
Come on, aren't you a little nervous that I will oppose you? You should be.
No, you'll just run-of-the-mill little psycho girl. A troll Caesar, say cigar, a dozen. I'll be taking part the blue team with brutal efficiency. You'll see. You never played one of your dumb games with me, so you never had the privilege of seeing what I could do. Enjoy the show, sweetheart. Just don't even think about using your mind control tricks on my players. Remember your truce?
Those days are far behind me. Anyway, I can't control just anybody. They gotta be impressionable, like you.
You can't control me.
Sure I can. I just choose not to.
Yeah, okay.
I find your mind totally impalatable to browser. Looking into your brain is like punning through a smelly dumpster full of broken glass and razor blades and poop. Ugh.
Whatever. Don't even try it. I've got the better skirt sister on my team, and if you break your truce, you'll have to answer to her. The funny thing is, she was always way better than you, even without any powers. Yeah, that's right. I know your whole story. You were always jealous she could manipulate people so well without resorting to cheap mind tricks. I can tell this burns you, and I can't even paw through your dumpster. Chalk it up to another infuriating victory for the gutter blood over aristocracy. Oh, what's that? Nothing to say? Wow, speechless, I guess. You're probably crying right now. That would make my fucking day. Hey, look at me being the one to talk shit at warp speed, and then log off before you can reply. Bye, idiot.
Came back? Oh, god damn it! Oh, back so soon? Did your thumb slip on a button? I guess you can't get enough of me.
You made me do that, and you know it!
8. You ain't got nothing on me, and you can't prove shit. Anyway, Carcat, just wanted to say... Mwah.
Carcat, be the other asshole.
You are now the other... Oh, God. You decide that we could probably stand to delay this guy's introduction a little longer. Why don't we see what someone else is up to? Anyone? Oh, nice. Hurry! You switch to a vague teaser of the final unseen troll in the nick of time. Coco, prod. Aradia, go home. You head back to your hive to get the blue team session started. It's been a while. You revisit the remains of your quaint royal hive. Your lawn ring and small excavation sites you dug up for practice are all overgrown with vegetation. You haven't been here since the night of the accident. Oh, that's right. You found your calling. The voice of the dead grew louder, urging you to return to the ruins you discovered not long before. You left so abruptly, you didn't even have time to bury your Lucis. But that's fine, because trolls don't typically bury their dead. Leaving bodies to be consumed by wild animals is more customary. Aradia, begin session. You have an arrangement to begin a session as co-leader with one of the Blue Bloods. You understand this player intends to make a power grab and take sole possession of the leadership role. Such subterfuge is typical of their cast, but you're perfectly okay with this. It's one of the many things you're okay with. You allow your co-player to take the lead and enter the medium first. You understand that the leadership role is essentially meaningless, aside from offering the distinction of being the first player to enter. You also understand that entering the game second was always your intention. Aradia, connect to server player. You have a server player connected to you, someone you personally selected for the role. The device required for entry are deployed. The kernel sprite awaits prototyping, but unlike all 11 other players, your dead Lucis is not available. You have to use something else. Aradia, Tier 1 prototype. Prototyping with the frog head before entering the medium would prove to be critical for later success. Just another one of the many assurances whispered by the dead. You've long since stopped questioning them, or doubting the future significance of even spontaneous acts of frivolous desecration. Compelling your nonplussed server player to perform this task might have proven difficult. Luckily, your telekinesis an ability greatly magnified through your calling would be sufficient to move the massive object, whereas the game cursor likely would not. Your server players simply watched in mystification. Gah. She really just had no idea what the hell was going on. Aradia, enter. This is so cool. I like Aradia's plays because it looks so cool and like mystical. But I mean, that's got to be a headache at some point, though, too, to also like run around in like the land of quartz and melody. But it makes sense, though, too. It's pretty cool. This, like I said, a lot of the trolls like planets were very much like super cool. Like I liked a lot of them. The only ones that I felt like for like the humans in specific were like really cool was obviously Dave's. Dave's was super cool. I love Dave's like homeworld. That shit just slaps. Dirk's on the other hand was like the most ass. I did not like Dirk's. Sorry, I haven't eaten. So I kind of wanted to eat for a minute. But this is what we're talking about this. But yeah. Oh, I'm going to put pause on that music too. Now that we're actually like taking a look, because we're going to start seeing a lot of the trolls like worlds. I'm still going to include the other 4 human beings we haven't seen yet. Just because we do get to explore their worlds like later. But man, if I had to rank out of all the planets, right? Like top 5 in my pick from just the trolls and then the 2 human sets like the alpha and the beta kids. Honestly, my favorite is going to still have to be Dave's. The art that was done for that is so fucking iconic and it's so good. It's just so memorable. It's so good. Literally, the land of heat and clockworks is just, it's such a good, it slaps so hard. It's so good. And we're getting, by the way, we are getting closer and closer to the character I feel like should have actually have been the main protagonist of the trolls. When we get to him, I need to find the video and then I want to post it like down in like the comment section or like the live chat so people know exactly what I'm talking about. Because the guy who did the research on the video, like I said, I watched a lot of like theory crafting, obviously, and you know, just people talking about like characterizations throughout Homestuck right before I like came back into it. And someone did a deep dive on Aridin Umbra, if anybody knows. And holy shit, the amount of like foreshadowing behind this character is absolutely insane. They have talked like to death. Like there is so much like subtleties and jokes and all sorts of stuff throughout this entire thing where it's almost like told that Aridin is supposed to be like the one to kill and save all of Homestuck. But and I think the guy probably goes into it at some point, but like something stopped the creator from making Aridin, right? And it might have been maybe due to like predictability, or perhaps something else may have stopped the character from getting that treatment. And it would have been, in my opinion, it would have been a really good redemption arc for Aridin, because he was so mistreated throughout the entire thing. and it makes me really sad, like, at the end of the day, that he kind of got what he got instead of something better. And then I also hate that they kept treating him the exact same way, like he was ass, even afterwards. Like, they gave Variska, someone who doesn't, in my opinion, definitely did not deserve the spotlight as hard as she did. And at some point, I felt like got a redemption arc that, like, would have worked out perfectly if they didn't just throw that into the dumpster later down the road, too. Like, oh man, you know what? When I find this video, when we get to the character introduction for him, I just want everybody to know this guy because he is so fucking good. Like, he's like, I'm now looking back on it and I'm like, I could take Eridan's like flaws at this point. Eridan is like unironically a fucking absolute beast of a character. I love him. He's great. Also, it's because I'm trying to remember what his fucking name is. But the guy who voices Eridan super good, I'm trying to remember his name. Octopimp, there we go. Octopimp's voice for him is like, I can't unhear it. That is Eridan's voice. You know how they like say cartoon characters are their voices, like Max G or Hot Diggity Demon. That's like the first ever time I've ever heard Eridan speak, and it was just Octopimp doing it. It was I could not unhear it. I just can't unhear it. It's literally Octopimp. But yeah, enough of that nonsense. Let's keep going. I just want to get to it. I just want to get to him right now. So badly. Also, I'm gonna try my best to voice Eridan to the best of my ability. I'm gonna fucking fail super hard. But we'll see. You enter the medium, taking your place in the land of quartz and melody as the Maid of Time. Meanwhile, your client player has been exploring another world. The Blue Blood has a present for you. The present cannot be duplicated via alchemy. Holy shit, okay, hi, you. Yeah, you Speedy McGee. Speedy Gonzalez. Anyways, the Blue Blood has a present for you. The present cannot be duplicated via alchemy at this, wow, okay, it's a lot louder than I thought it was. Hey, calm down over their music, thanks. Yeah, a little quieter, thank you. Jesus. Yeah, alchemy at this stage of the game. It would cost too much grist, a detail which this player had not been aware of. The player would have to progress to the second gate of their own world, arrive through the gate above your hive, and deliver it in person. Facilitating this delivery was one of the reasons why it was important for you to enter second. Your server player's confusion is only part due to learning the ropes of the new game. There is a more significant reason for her befuddlement. While she followed your advice and went through the simple motions of game setup, at no point were you visible to her monitor. She saw your damaged hive, she saw the alchemeter, and other devices she deployed. She saw a strange computing device on the floor bearing the visage of a species she didn't recognize. She even saw a great big stone frog head fly through the air all by itself and become the frog sprite. And though she would ask why, and you would always delay the answer, the fact remained, she couldn't see you. Aradia, Tier 2 Prototype. She couldn't see you up until the moment after the sprite's second prototyping, because you were dead all along. We are all completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow, dead? Really? Like a ghost? Huh. Nepeta, interrogate Frog Girl. Aradia, I can see you. That is you, right? I'm not gonna do the impression. Or maybe I am. Sorry, no. Yes. Wait, sorry. Yes. Why are you floating? Sorry, why are you the floating frog all of a sudden? I'm dead. My sprite merged with the frog sprite. How? Dead? Really?
Like a ghost. Huh. Well, I hope this doesn't make me sound dumb, but I'm completely blown away by that stunning revelation. You don't sound dumb. Whew! How did you die? I ignored the advice of a friend and made some bad choices. I see ruffles up her nose and perplex and AA's really vague and spooky answer. But actually that's good because I kinda think I don't want to know. It makes me sad to think about. Okay. Nepeta, can you please keep a secret? Yes, I promise I won't tell anyone about it. And by promise, I mean promise, just so you know I'm serious. Thank you. Ribbit. Whoops.
Aradia, be the huge bitch.
Blah blah.
Enter name.
Ooh, that's cool. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways,
Your name is Veriska Circuit. You are a master of extreme role-playing. You can't get enough of it. Or really, any game of high stakes and chance. You have persisted with the habit even in spite of your accident. But then again, you don't have much choice. Your Lucis is very hungry all the time. She can only be appeased by the flesh of young trolls. You cloud campaigns for teams of flirpers, utilizing your abilities to orchestrate the demise of the impressionable. Your victories supply you with the treasure of experience points and spider food. You are something of an apocalypse buff, which is something you can be on Alternia. You are fascinated by the end of the world scenarios and enjoy constructing doomsday devices for the hell of it. You are drawn to the means of dark prognostication and the advantages they offer. Particularly the gaming scenarios. Your abilities in this department were hobbled with the loss of your vision eightfold. And you have since sought alternatives through various black oracles. You consulted with these ominous globes, but routinely destroy them in frustration over the puzzling guaranteed inaccuracy of their predictions. Breaking them has developed into a habit bordering fetishistic, and with each you destroy, you add an insurmountable stockpile of terrible luck. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. Your troll tag is Arachnid's Grip, and your misstatements tend to be just a little bit over-dramatic. What will you do? Veriska, check out cool drawing on the wall. Yeah! You drew your own role-playing character for fun. As many flarpers are prone to do, she is the best character, and you wish you were her. Oh, wait, you are her! Your wish has been granted. Probably as a special boon for being so great at everything. Her name is Marquis Spinneret Mindfang. Scourge of land dwellers and sea dwellers alike. The worst nightmare to silly boys skylarks everywhere. She has accumulated more treasure and gained more levels than any member of the Petticoat Sea Grift class ever. She gained all the levels. All of them. Yeah! Veriska, proceed to computer. D-Ford! You have a lot to do. So many irons in the fire. Ouch! Lousy dice. You just can't ever seem to go anywhere in your high without stepping on an errant D4. Pointy little bastards. It's just your bad luck, you guess. You've had such terrible luck ever since your accident, and it just keeps getting worse. As far as you're concerned, the world can't end soon enough. As you were saying, so many irons in the fire. Such a tangled web. It is full of flaming irons and mixed metaphors. Tonight is a big night. You have a lot of meddling to catch up on tonight. Bugging, fussing, and meddling. Veriska, take dice.
striped specific dice kind. You equipped your enchanted dice set, a fabled fluorite octet. It consists of 8d8s. Plundering from a ghost ship during a particular challenging campaign, in ancient times, such weapons were employed by rivaling bands of gamble knights, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Gamble knights, whatever. Deadly marauders with a passion for chance. They all died off though. Took too many crazy risks. Rolling the dices will execute a wild range of highly unpredictable attacks. Very high rolls can be devastating to even the most powerful opponents. Of course, with the luck you've had lately, you couldn't make a good roll to save your life. Gotta do something about this awful luck. Gotta catch a break. When you get worked up about stuff, you put 8s in places that don't really make a lot of sense, phonetically. Vriska, begin meddling. Time to get the show on the road. There's so many people to meddle with tonight. After you ditch an unwelcoming solicitor first, that is, doesn't she realize how rude it is to meddle? You'll fuss with her meddling later. What now? Oh, him. You thought he's washed his hands of you. Strange timing that he's bugging you tonight after so long without a peep from him. Vriska, deal with this guy. Hello. Oh my god, why are you talking to me? This is the last time we'll ever talk. Still sticking with the white text I see. So smooth and stylish. I forgot how much I love highlighting it to read all the boring things you have to say. It's like a fun game for super extra handicapped retarded people. Like opening up a present and find out what the obnoxious thing the mystery tool typed. What is it? A parting courtesy. I suppose all the ways I've exploited you were meant to bring about the events that will take place this evening. Knowing this will provide context for the events in your near future, and will affect how you behave in response. These events will be just as important as those preceding it. I've gone to great lengths, you see. You didn't exploit me. You're just a petty douche with a bad temper who likes to play games. All I did was humor you. I did exploit you. Very thoroughly. It was easy. Okay, so now looking back on this in context, and I kind of want everybody to know this, Andrew Hussey really likes Vriska. And if you also know, Doc Scratch is sort of a projection of himself. So it's almost kind of weird that he's like doing this like double entendre of references in this very moment, because it's almost like, you know, self-admission, but even more so, like, in a weird way. I mean, it gets weirder down the road. We still haven't even gotten to like ancestor stuck yet, which just, I have so many words for that, but beside the point. Give me a second. Man, where do we even begin? Sorry, chicken pesto with garlic bread is so good. I have so much of it, I gotta eat it. It's so good. I'll probably be eating it for like at least the rest of this week, and then I'm gonna like try moving on to like spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, I'm gonna kill for some of that right about now. But yeah. But anyways. So full of yourself. Have I ever lost a game? Don't change the subject. What subject were you referring to?
Ugh. I'm going to log off in a big huff, and you have to promise not to use that nasty trick where you log me back on out of petty douchey spite. And when we can go back to never ever talking, because man, that was heaven when it was like that. There's no need for that kind of assurance. Also, I don't know if anybody can actually read the text. I can read the text. I don't know if anybody else can. So I'm very sorry if you can't. But I'll try my best. I am doing good so far. I don't think I've gotten any of his sentences wrong. Not that I haven't rehearsed them a bit, to be fair. I kind of like Doc Scratch's voice that they did for Voxus particularly, so... You know, one of the many things I like. There is no need for that kind of assurance. I'll be brief. I no longer hold you accountable for any wrongdoing. In fact, I've given your transgression very little thought since the incident. If you acknowledge this amnesty and regard it as sincere, you may begin to find the odds falling in your favor again. This may be essential if you are to succeed in your journey. Slow down, man. I am just wearing out so many pens taking all these important notes. Fuck! Fuck you for ruining all my good note-taking pens and giving me this terrible cramp in my good note-taking hand. Incredible, the risks you take with your scorn. But, of course, it was your unpleasant, simplistic temperament that made you so easy to control, vicious and predictable, like an insect. If you turn a swarm of wasps on the crowd, the outcome is certain. It takes no skilled strategist to understand this. You were in fact a waste of my talents, a primitive expedient. Blech. What a snob. You're worse than my meddling friend. I wonder why they waste their camaraderie on you. I will never understand it. I thought you said you would be brief. I'll say one last thing, though. The magnitude of the ensuing destruction resulting directly from your actions will be neither possible or necessary for you to fathom. There, nevertheless, ought to be a silver lining. The only question is whether you will live long enough to see it. I am not a gambling man, but if I was, I wouldn't bet on it. Goodbye. Bye, asshole. Bump. More hollow comebacks, as hollow and wishy-washy as the inside of these dumb black globes. My bad. Oh, dude, this shit's so good. I'm gonna fucking that what use is all that attitude against a guy who is never wrong. It's so depressing. You can't even work up the energy to smash this stupid thing. Maybe you could stand to have some camaraderie wasted on you, even if it comes from a meddler friend. Friska, endure meddling. What? Just wanted to know. Is your Lucius dead yet? Huh? What kind of a question is that? Is this a trick? Are you trying to sabotage me? Are you in cahoots with someone? No. Cahoots! Cahoots, I say! You sure do seem to be saying cahoots. I'm just asking because mine's dead. What? Oh no. How did that happen? It was her time. Really? Are you sure it wasn't sabotage? I would suspect if it was. Sorry, I would suspect sabotage if I was you. My bad. Sorry, I'm like cutting down the words. I don't know why I am. Anyways. No, there was no plot or conspiracy of any trace of saboteurs operating through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in cahoots with another. When a virgin mother grub advocates and renounces brooding, her time will be relatively short. I always knew this. Oh. She was so cool. She had the coolest Lucis of anyone I know. I wanted to meet her someday. Maybe you still can. Yeah, meet her corpse. I guess that's not as bad as, it's not so bad of a consolation prize. Seeing a big, dead, cool mother grub. Wow. You were lucky. My Lucis sucks. Why did you ask if she was dead anyway? Do you know something? They are all dying, or are going to soon. I believe it is a preemptive consequence of the game we're about to play. If a preemptive consequence is a concept that can be said to hold any meaning, but from what I understand, if it is applicable in any sphere at all, then this game holds that sphere. Okay, I don't really get that. So, can you just go ahead and think I'm some dumb, blighty broad again? I wasn't going to think that. You know what? I don't think I even really understand what I just said, so never mind. Now you have me a little worried. Man, I hope she's okay. Why would this happen? Is this just my luck? Have some died besides yours? And, you know whose, I guess. Yes, a few. Coquette thinks it's his fault. He believes his actions triggered an inauspicious chain reaction. You mean a curse? Sure. Wow, between his curse and my shitty luck, we are so screwed. I am not surprised to see you endorse his paranoia without hesitation, but I was attempting to illustrate a point in bringing it up. Whew! There was another one sailing over the idiot girl's head. Okay, lay it on me. These events are inevitable, and regardless of whatever emotional entanglements obfuscate their significance, they will ultimately serve an important purpose. The curse had nothing to do with it, and Karkat's notion of a curse is inseparable from his perception of events as intrinsically negative and as tailored to his personal dissatisfaction. And your bad luck is the same way. I believe, anyways. Oh, okay. That would happen. So, what would happen if you had just cleaned it up a little? You know, don't think you would step on a few less hard triangles. Why do you try to help me and stuff? What's the point? So, I have a messy room. Big deal. My luck fucking blows. It's got nothing to do with it, and you just don't know, meddler. Why are you so meddly, Miss Meddlesome, Meddlesome McFussyfangs? Because you're dangerous. No way, I'm just fine. Why can't you do it? Or why don't you, oh fuck, no, why can't you, sorry. Why don't you can it? Oh yeah, why don't you can it? Fuck. You see my problem? I'm like fucking speed reading and I'm trying to, and it's so dumb of me. Very apologizing dearly. But yeah, every time you tell me to can it, I think it's funny. I mean, it's just a funny little thing to say, don't you think? It's okay to be dangerous. Lots of people are. And dangerous people can be really important. Maybe even the most important sometimes. But it just means there's got to be someone around to keep an eye on them. And if not me, then who? Everyone has an important job to do. Okay, so you're spying on me. Kinda creepy, man. Maybe you should get a life? Or, you know, if you're so high and mighty and think you're so great, maybe you could, I don't know, try to stop me from doing bad things? That wouldn't work. If I tried to stop you, you would regard me as an enemy, instead of merely a nuisance. And what good would that do? I'm afraid, McFussyfangs, it must be. Ugh. Okay, great. Fine. I'm going to check on my Lucis now. But I'm starting to think you're full of shit, and I'm quite sure she will be quite fine. You're right, anything can happen. I guess, but just so you know, I'm sorry for your loss in advance. Leaves. Ah! Man, why didn't I just get the last word and sign off real quick like I usually do? Let you sneak that stinking little ninja quip in there. Ah, so mad. Lousy, stupid, goddamn supportive friend. Mariska, check on Lucis. You go down to like the 50 millionth stairs to her nest below. You wonder if there are any other kid on the planet that has such high maintenance Lucis. You doubt it. You pass by one of your completed doomsday devices. You promised you'd build it for an especially powerful and influential member of the nautical aristocracy in return for his collusion during your campaigns. Some guy you're in cahoots with. You guess none of it matters now, though. It was tough to build. It isn't perfect yet. Luckily, one of your pals nearby is pretty handy with technology. He can be tapped for parts and favors frequently. You wonder if any other kid on the planet has as many irons on the fire as you. You doubt it. See, look at this. He's fine. Fine and huge and hungry as ever. You guess you're relieved? Yes, of course! Whew. Why wouldn't you be? It would be devastating if anything happened to your dear, sweet custodian. You guess there's no delaying this guy's introduction anymore, as long as you're in the neighborhood. Enter name.
Your name is Equiazahak. You love being strong. You are so strong, you would surely be the class of the elite legion of rough annihilators. And while such a calling would be quite honorable, you would prefer to join the ranks of the, Arch Eradicators. Not Ruffy Annihilators, Arch Eradicators, my goodness. Perhaps the most noble echelon of Imperial forces have to offer. Unfortunately, you suck at archery. You have not successfully fired a single arrow. Every time you try, you break the bow. You are simply too strong. You have broken so many bows, it was developed into a habit bordering on fetishistic. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. You have a great application for the fine arts. You use your aristocratic connections to acquire priceless masterpieces painted in the oldest and most respected Alternian traditions of nude muscle-piece portraits. These striking depictions of the I can't say it, Ice Cube, or search in Google.
Exquisite.
Thank you. Exquisite fauna, native to Alternia, remind you of the purest physical ideal that must be sought by anyone who professes a love of strength. When those of lesser bloodlines turn their uncultured noses at such stunning material, it makes you furious. Practically everything makes you furious. You have so much rage, it can only be expressed through staggering quantities of physical violence. You build strong and sturdy robots, set them to kill mode, and beat the shit out of them in caged brawls. Sometimes you lose teeth, but they usually grow back. Your troll tag is Centaurus's testicle, and your bow and arrow ever at the ready. You, take exception to lewd language befitting of blue bloods. What will you do? Equis, check on Lucis. Now, where did that craven excuse of a custodian go? It makes you furious when he goes missing like this. Probably off somewhere nursing his bruises. You swear the old boy is made of glass. You are starting to get agitated. Arthur, where are you? I love him. He's a nice Lucis. Oh, there he is.
He was just preparing an ice-cold glass of nutritious Lucis milk for you, with a thick foamy head on it, just the way you like it. You cannot hope to be Arthur and a butler off. He is simply the best there is. Aqueous, thank Arthur. Pat, pat. You accept the frosty beverage and give the good fellow a grateful pat, as gently as possible. Bruise. Seriously, he is like a soft summer peach. Aqueous, drink Lucis milk. Ksh. Lucis milk is the secret to being strong. Actually, it isn't. You like to think that it is, though. The truth is, you're really strong because you're kind of a freak. You were chosen by one of the strongest Lucis species on the planet. It was the only sort of custodian that could handle raising you. Whoops, there goes the glass as usual. And as usual, it sends you into a rage. The spilling milk quickly evaporates. Got to do something to calm yourself down. Let off some steam. Aqueous, equip a bow. You mean equip? A little archery practice ought to cool you off, but of course, the piece of shit snaps like a twig the moment you pick it up. Actually, the feeling of brittle wood giving way under the astonishing might of your man grit is starting to calm you down already. You equip your 1.5 bow kind specibus, which is pretty much useless. You also keep a plain old bow kind specibus in the event that you are able to fire a bow someday, because a boy can dream, right? But for more practical purposes, you keep a fist kind card on hand. You stow them all in your Strife portfolio. Remember the Strife portfolio? Yeah, it still exists. It didn't stop existing or anything.
Aqueous, answer.
You proceed to have a conversation we read not all that long ago. It went mostly like this.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. Yes.
No. Okay, it just keeps going. But when all was said and done, you are quite sure you convinced your good friend to stay on the right team. Not the team full of degenerates with swill coursing through their veins. You're starting to get worked up again. Routine helps calm you down. Maybe you will talk to another friend. Whew. We're gonna end off by finishing up this page, and then after that, it's just we'll get to the next one. But yeah, routine helps you calm down. Maybe you will talk to another friend. You talk to him every day for some reason, though it's not exactly right to call him a friend since you despise him. Your relationship with the fellow is difficult to describe. It should be noted that in troll language, the word for friend is exactly the same as the word for enemy.
Aqueous,
Talk to friend/enemy. And then we saved here. Because I am a crazy loon. But yes, that's it. Thank you all for joining. I will continue. I want to make sure that's actually the right page. Is this the right page? Let's take a look for a second here. Yes, okay, of course it is. Okay, so that's it. I want to finish my food. I want to go take a nap. Obviously, I have work to deal with. And we will return all of this by tomorrow. We'll be doing a much earlier stream than what I did today. My mistake. I will try to actually make it go on way longer than what we did today, which was like, what, an hour and 20 minutes? I'll try to keep it to like 2 hours at most, maybe 3 if we can manage to pull that off. But, yeah. And I guess what we're going to do, so I can actually explain a little bit, I'll put that on pause. First off, yeah, Discord is absolute shit. So if any one of you has noticed, now the description, I'm just not going to put the Discord in there. There were many reasons why I did this. I'm going to be very fair and I'll be brief. Basically, the first thing, no one ever was in there in the first place. So, I mean, what's the point of keeping up in a Discord server if there's no one even around to give a shit in the first place? So, yeah, there's that. Second thing, it kind of centralizes more of what I'm going to be doing, which means I'm probably going to be on Patreon a lot more, probably updating a lot of, you guessed it, my Patreon page with a lot of my art in general, so people can actually pay to see what I've been doing and, you know, have that be more of a direct connection to that sort of shit that you would like to see. And then finally, as for Patreon-only streams and stuff like that, I'll be doing that more often, as well as maybe member-only streams for YouTube down the road. Because, like I said, I'd like people to actually come and see the stuff that I do, and I want people to actually, you know, be involved in that process of what you guys would like to do on our own, right? What kind of content should I be producing? What kind of stuff should I be making? That sort of nonsense. I want you guys to be directly involved, and including Patreon members that actually, you know, spend the money, or maybe even member-only members. I don't really care, whatever the fuck, right? But in the meantime, I'm very tired. I'm gonna finish up my food, and then I'm bouncing to bed. We'll be back tomorrow, and we will continue with Equius, my second favorite character. But we're almost getting to my favorite character, because I think it's literally after Equius, maybe? It might be after Equius. Sorry, yelling. But yeah, I'm very sorry to report that also Discord has been complete shit. And hopefully... Oh man, I gotta stretch there too, Jesus. Yeah, hopefully Discord does not become a shit show. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. I have a lot of good friends on there that I would still like to keep. And if Discord does go to shit, I am definitely disconnecting from it, and I am moving on to either a new platform, or I'm just going to wait until something better comes along the way that isn't so intrusive like Discord has been being. So yeah, we'll continue this, like I said, tomorrow. Thank you all for joining. You all have a great rest of your night, morning, day, whatever fucking time. And, yeah, I don't know, fucking, man, I was gonna say something stupid, but now I'm just like, meh, my brain. Anyways, see ya.